Welcome back. Last episode sure was a breath of fresh air, huh? Much easier gym battle. The team is significantly buffed compared to the devastation of the Jasmine battle. We took down Team Rocker's Operation Mahogany Town and met our new friends, Jacqueline and Mike, before we beat them up over and over. Good vibes all around. Let's see the team. We got Memory, the Alakazam, calling back to the first Pokemon I ever got to level 100 when I was playing through Silver as a kid. Lacking the elemental punches so far, but I think I probably will shell out for those TMs when we head back to Goldenrod. We got Fire, the Quilava, only survivor of the Jasmine battle, now captaining a much stronger team than before, much as we love the departed teammates. Sam the Celebi, my favorite Pokemon on the team right now. Just popping off with Confusion and Ancient Power and a lot of bulk. We got Please Live the Pichu, still going strong. May the Corsola came in with a big buff last episode and still putting the team literally on her back with Surf at times. And we got Pitcher the Venomoth, poisoning stuff, and joining in the Psychic Attack spam. I guess it wasn't all good vibes last episode. We did suffer some losses and that whole Red Gyarados thing happened, but overall, I'm feeling pretty good. And the only thing that could disrupt my mood right now is a crazy, dramatic action by a gang of nasty criminals. But what are the chances of that? Oh, it's Professor Elm calling. Something weird is happening with the radio broadcast. They were talking about Team Rocker. Silver, do you know anything about it? Team Rocker has returned? No way, it's impossible. I don't remember whether I've ever actually checked the radio broadcasts in a playthrough. Let me see. Oh yeah, Oak's Pokemon Talk, and there's the Team Rocker music. We are Team Rocker. After 3 years of preparation, we have risen again. Anyway. Oh, because I'm playing the radio, it still goes. Okay, we're gonna heal the team. We released all our birds, so we can't fly to Goldenrod, but it's not too long a trek. I'm gonna be right back, actually. I'm just gonna... I don't know if there's background noise, but if there is, I can deal with that. Hang on. Okay, that should be either better or exactly the same. Anyway, let's go to Goldenrod and see what's going on. Also, I think... No, I'll save that thought for later. Never mind. Okay. We still don't know what's in this water. We didn't get our encounter while surfing last time. Which is weird, because I feel like I always run into wild Pokemon surfing through here. But not in this playthrough. Quick little scenic route back to Goldenrod. That's the grass where I found Wild Ho-Oh the more recent time when I was grinding. I mean, I can't really do that complaint anymore now that I have a Celebi, but for a while I was only finding legendaries when I couldn't catch them. So we'll ride through the national park. Bumping into stuff as if I have the Mach Bike. And... made it to Goldenrod. First thing I'm going to do is go to the department store. See if I can just straight up afford those punchy TMs. To turn Alakazam into a punchy gal. Punches things. Is it you? Okay, guess it's not you. Is it you? Yeah, we can certainly afford them. Thunder Punch. Fire Punch. Ice Punch, right? I didn't actually check. Okay, good. I think this will be a good investment. We can also get Rock Smash. And Headbutt? Headbutt might actually be decent on something. I don't know what. But I don't... Maybe like fire, but I don't feel like shelling out for those right now. Okay. Also don't know if I want to use... I mean, I don't know if May can learn Icy Wind, but I think I'll save those TMs for, like, next episode. We'll see. Ice Punch up first. And I hit cancel instead of scrolling over to memory. Keeping you on your toes, I guess. I guess we're just gonna delete Kinesis, Confusion, Recover, so I might as well just go down the line. Maybe Recover would be worth keeping, but... with, like, Bolt Beam punches. But Fire Punch is good into Steel types. I think we just want Alakazam to be an offensive threat to, like, everything. That's its role in a Gold and Silver playthrough, realistically. My childhood Alakazam... I don't think I ever taught it Thunder Punch. It had Psychic, Ice Punch, Fire Punch, and Recover. As a kid, I was like, Recover is mandatory on any set of any Pokemon that can learn it. I say I said delete it right now. And then I actually deleted Ice Punch eventually because I was really proud of the fact that I could solo Red with my level 100 Alakazam. And no other Pokemon in the party. So... So I deleted Ice Punch for Flash, so that I could navigate Mount Silver with only Alakazam in my party. Final moveset, Psychic, Fire Punch, Flash, and Recover. Devastating to opponents. Anyway, wonder what's going on over at the radio tower. There sure are a lot of Team Rocker uniforms around here. Take over the radio tower. What? It's none of your business. Very subtle. So this is the radio tower, he says, after they've launched their invasion. Anyway. First Rocker fight of the episode. These guys just love taking over towers, huh? When in doubt, take over a tower. Rocker Jonathan. I don't know why these guys have so many starters and legendaries. It's not fair. I'm gonna go hard to Please Live, who I hope will live up to her name, as she has done so far. I have an iced coffee right now, left over from earlier today. That's nice. Don't have to worry about the rage, because this should take it out. Yep. Maybe I should put fire in front. I still want fire to learn Flame Wheel. At whatever absurd level that is. I'm gonna switch to fire right now. Don't have to worry about it, I guess, if the Venonat isn't attacking, but you never know. Okay. So far, so good. Last time we fought Team Rocker, the grunts were pretty much either reasonably strong or extremely weak. This guy, I guess, is closer to the latter side. But I'm sure there will be some challenges ahead. I'm going to put fire in front for the reason that I said. And let's go. You good? Obviously not. Dumb question. Ha 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 ha. I think it might have only been 3 has. Ha ha ha. Just another Rocker Jonathan. They sent every Jonathan they have on this mission. I didn't know they had a whole squad of Jonathans ready to go. That's not doing much damage, and I don't want to get paralyzed. Do I have a normal type? I don't think I do. No. So many deaths on this team, I can't keep track. What a shame. Still having fun, though. I feel like I've had surprisingly few normal types in this playthrough. There were the 2 owls. There was a Kangaskhan for like 5 minutes. What else? I don't know. Ah! Ah! Well, you knew what you signed up for when you watched the video. If you watched this far into the series, you know how it goes. The one survivor of the Jasmine battle. Unfortunately, there were more battles after that. Memory, just nuke this thing, and then we'll go get Shucky. I don't want to take lightly that we just lost our Quilava, but for what it's worth, we do have another one. Obviously hoped it wouldn't come to this. And we'll strike back by beating every Jonathan in this tower. But is what it is, I guess. Got a PC right here. As if the game knew. Fire! You're gonna be remembered as one of the heroes of this run. But you burned out too soon, buddy. Goodbye. Shucky? Your turn. Shucky is only at level 15. That's really not ideal, but we'll make do. Alright, next Jonathan. Let's go. Bring on every Jonathan you've got. You look like a Jonathan. Did you just call them the exploiters of Pokemon? This guy's not a Jonathan, he's a Chloe. Got an imposter on this mission. With a Kangaskhan. So, that's a little scary. Guess I'll just go to my best Pokemon. Actually, I'll go May for the normal resistance. This could have Bite. But that's not going to do much either. Imagine if this thing pulls out a fighting move next turn after those back-to-back Leers. Nope. I don't think Kangaskhan gets a fighting move naturally by level 21 in Gen 2. But I think we've established that I don't know my learn sets. Anyway. Oh yeah, Shucky. I'm not Shucky's original trainer, so at least it'll level up quickly. This guy's 5 Pokemon. And already a legendary, of course. Nothing Sam can't handle. Okay. You know what's fun about the radio tower in this randomizer? The guy with 5 coughing and a wheezing is gonna have something other than that. I mean, I actually wouldn't mind 5 coughing and wheezing when I have two strong psychic types and a Venomoth. Actually, might be preferable to run into that. But under different circumstances, I'd be very happy to not have to deal with that nonsense. Ah, here we go. Should I stay in and use Ancient Power? Or should I... Like and subscribe as Sam dies here. Let's go! A crit! Omni Boost? No Omni Boost. Can't have everything, I guess. A Blastoise? Where do you borrow this from, Jacqueline? Dealing with Blastoise's old hat now. Oh, this one knows Bite. Still not doing much, though. Feel free to hurt yourself. Just make things a little bit smoother for me. Doesn't really matter either way. And one Pokemon left. I'm gonna call my shot. It's gonna be unknown. Ooh, Future Sight. That's not that good. I don't know if I want it. Confusion, Heal Bell, Recover, Ancient Power. I don't want Future Sight. A Grass Attack would still be amazing. Well, Counterintuitively, I'm going to switch out to May, because that's my self-destruct resist, and I don't think Voltorb gets electric attacks by level up in Gen 2. I guess that, though. Okay, Screech into self-destruct is probably a dead Corsola. Honestly, I'm thinking about... Never mind, we're good. I'm not gonna say which team member I was thinking was the most expendable here. But, that was the level I was operating on. Couple more Jonathans over here. Hey, hey! Keep out of our way! This guy's an artist. That's not a Jonathan either. Okay. A Quilava, rubbing it in as usual. Nothing this game loves more than rubbing it in. Alright, May, just land your... Excuse me, just land your Surf. We're gonna be done with this. Good job. Look at that Shucky experience. Ooh, Ghastly. I'll go Pitcher. Smack it with Confusion. I don't know, for some reason I felt iffy about hard switching to Memory. Even though the Ghastly's not going to one-shot Memory. Not at this level, at least. Anyway, goodbye. Okay, that is Florentino. Who's next? Blah, 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 blah. Somebody beat you up 3 years ago and you didn't learn. And Sonia here is going to try to do something about it. You guys have so many rare and valuable Pokemon. What do you need a radio for? Anyway. That didn't do very much. Also, I just noticed that Shucky is a female Quilava. Relatively rare. Unless Shucky is always female, I don't know. Okay, that's getting boring already. We'll go May. Tank that quick attack, like it's nothing. Flood the place again. Nothing like property damage when you're rescuing property. I've talked about it a lot, but I love how Surf just floods the screen like that in Gen 2. One of my favorite animations. We still haven't seen... We've seen Aeroblast, unfortunately. We've been on the receiving end of that one. We still haven't seen Psychic. But I have a feeling we might at some point. Anyway, what do we do about Nazumarill? I guess we just go Sam. I know Sam's getting over-leveled compared to the rest of the team, but that's what happens when you're strong, I guess. Oh, it has Rollout. Yeah, let's try to get rid of it. Pretty quickly, ideally. Confusion into self-hit. Let's see. No? Oh well. First rollout does nothing. And the Azumarill's gone. This guy have another Pokemon? I think so. Cute. Let's get rid of it. Yep. Okay. Okay, nothing too crazy so far. But 3 more floors to clear. Can't remember if you're a good guy. You are. Okay. Hello. It feels great ordering Pokemon to commit crimes. I love Team Rocker. They're so on the nose about everything. Cool Pokemon. Does it have self-destruct? I don't know. Coolfish has learned that. I don't want to go May because, you know... I don't want to go Sam, because what if it has self-destruct? I'm gonna go Please Live. And I'm gonna... manifest that nickname. Okay. Strong start. Okay, we've seen Harden and Water Gun. That Water Gun does too much damage. We cannot take another one with Please Live. I don't want to switch to Sam. But you know what? We've chipped it. Gotten a solid crit. I'm willing to go May here. And at that HP, a couple of Surfs probably still take it out. Let's see what the first one does. Why is Quillfish faster than everything? I could go for a cover, but I think I'm gonna go heal anyway, because Please Live is low, so... not gonna worry about that. Oh, one Surf does it. Okay. Chucky levels up again. Rocker Wayne was defeated. And we'll go heal before we fight that next guy who's facing away from us. Watching the stairs, I guess, makes sense. Somebody said, watch these stairs like a hawk, and he took that to heart. It's nighttime, by the way. I'm just gonna clear out these rockers before bed. All in a night's work. Did Kenya get boosted experience? Did we ever give experience to Kenya? I honestly think we might not have. But it's nice that Chucky is getting that. And after the next badge, I believe there will be absolutely no worry about Chucky. Excuse me, about Chucky being disobedient. Not that our levels are high enough to worry about that now. Anyway, your turn. Yeah, this guy's been giving strict orders, I know. Didn't take his eyes off those stairs until the intruder walked right up and tapped him on the shoulder. Good job, Noel. I think Chucky can take this. Gotta stay awake first, though. But the last Jumpluff we fought didn't have an attack. But it had Leech Seed, which is... okay, I've changed my mind. I think Sam can take this. No, I'm gonna go Memory. Sam is at a high level already. And we can just delete this with Ice Punch. Maybe that's silly, because the case for Sam is Leech Seed immunity, even if put to sleep. Jumpluff can't do anything else. That's fine, we delete it. And I guess we'll just sweep through this team. Will I let Chucky stay asleep for now? Don't really want to do... I guess I could just deposit Chucky into the PC downstairs and withdraw her. Anyway. Nice little Psybeam. Look at those colors go wild. Wow, a sleep spam rocker. Disgusting strategy, fitting of the bad guys, I think. No need to look back at past episodes and check whether I ever spammed sleep. Anyway. Yeah, we just punch stuff now, for the most part. Nice crit. And I'm gonna switch out of this, because, you know, I mean, side beam might just go first in one shot. I think there's a good chance of that, actually. But I don't want to gamble. Wait, like, I mean, okay, I've been known to gamble sometimes in this playthrough, but I don't want to gamble in this situation right now. Just do some more property damage instead. Cool. I guess I'll go deposit and withdraw Shaki so she doesn't stay asleep. That seems like also a prudent thing to do. Okay. We're making good progress through this part of the tower. Okay. Where are you? Oh, look at all these other friends. Anyway. Sam in the last party slot feels appropriate too, kind of like the ace that steps in for situations that the rest of the team can't handle. Truly our Morty's Mewtwo or Jasmine's Dugong or Bugsy's Togetic. I didn't even notice this guy. I didn't have time to forget whether he's a bad guy or not. I was just rambling and suddenly I was being attacked. Alright, Fire, I'm gonna give you a well, that's rough. Alright, Shaki, I'm gonna give you a shot at this. Oh, I haven't gotten over our loss yet, huh? Okay, Shaki, that was your shot at this. I think you'll agree. It's time for somebody else to step in. Not the best use of your berry, by the way, but... Who wants to eat a rollout? I'm gonna go May, because May is reasonably bulky and Surf is strong. So hopefully we get rid of this quickly. Gonna be really disappointed if we don't get rid of this quickly. Let's see. We had to let so many other water types die before May got a shot on the team. But look at the job she's doing. She's killing it so far. Hit this Grimer with some water. And not get poisoned, ideally. Okay. One other Pokemon after this. And then this swimmer can go back to the sea. Duo. Cool. I think in later generations, Doduo's gender difference is the color of its necks. I noticed they're brown here. I don't remember what that means in later gens. But, there we go. Okay, that's everyone on this floor until we deal with this. It's the card key slot. Kind of funny out of context. What card key? Am I gonna have to get one of those? This guy says, impossible for me to rescue the director. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Landon. Ah, turtle. You know what we do to turtles around here? Do I go Please Live or do I go Sam? I'll go Sam. We've been carrying Please Live for a while, but I still guess I'm kind of iffy on her long-term future on the team because I have no idea whether she's close to evolving into a Pikachu. And the chances that we ever evolve her into a Raichu here in Silver version are very slim. So, I'm not gonna lie, Please Live is in kind of an awkward limbo right now where she's definitely part of the team, but I just feel like the long-term future might not be there. But we should still try to get her some experience where we can. A teammate's a teammate. Nice little Sunkern. I doubt that even takes one confusion. Let's see. Yeah. Actual weakest Pokemon in the game, I think, in Gen 2. This is a little stronger. I still haven't gotten anything from the Goldenrod Game Corner. In the back of my mind, I've been kind of saving that for when everything else is dead, pretty much. Or, like, when I'm down to fewer than 6 Pokemon, at least. I could go get a Porygon 2 from the Game Corner. I think I am going to stick to what I just said. At least for the time being, but... we could have one of these anytime. In fact, it was the cheapest thing at the Game Corner. It wouldn't even cost much. You just buy the coins. You're gonna recover now, aren't you? Nope, still slower. Sucks to suck. Okay. And I saw another swimmer up ahead. Swimming in crime, I suppose. Most excellent. This radio tower will fulfill our grand design. I love their dialogue. I never paid much attention to it before, but here I am talking to... Of course he has a Blastoise! That's just the mascot of Team Rocker at this point, anyway. Reading it out as I talk into a mic. The localizers had fun with this, I think. Anyway. Sam is pretty much an old pro at deleting Blastoise at this point. Even when they have Bite. We can comfortably take another one and recover it off. And then 2 more confusions for the KO. Unless we crit. Yeah, I was pretty sure we could take a crit Bite. I actually wasn't that worried there. But even so, watching the HP drop like that, it still gets you. I'm just gonna get it. Yeah, just gonna get another recover right now. No need to rush and lose our best Pokemon. Again. 2 more confusions should do it. Yeah, just do that. Okay, now that I believe the fake director is going to have 6 Pokemon, right? So we might find ourselves counting on Sam at some point in that battle, but we'll see. We'll do what we can to play it safe. And we got to the director. You came to rescue me? Is that what you were expecting? Wrong. Eh. I'm an imposter. Blah, 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 blah. This guy... They kidnapped the director and put him somewhere, and... this guy dressed up as him. That's just not right. Anyway. Shucky, can you handle this one? It honestly is not the worst idea to switch to Sam and recover against this. Although we could get confused by Sweet Kiss, yeah. Shucky, I'm gonna... Oh, whoa, he switched! Whoa! I didn't know Team Rocker had that kind of tech. What do I do with this Gengar? The same thing I did with the Ghastly earlier. I'll switch to Pitcher. Go for confusion. But yeah, you know what? Maybe I've been too hard on this guy. This is the greatest trainer Team Rocker has ever employed. Okay, I think Confusion will KO, but we'll have to switch Pitcher out after that. This guy's not messing around. Switch, Nightshade, Curse. We're fighting a hardened criminal here. Shucky is trying to learn Quick Attack. Sure. Because it can't miss. And the priority is nice. A Magmar. Okay, well that's May food. so switching pitcher out won't be a problem. This one's got Fire Punch. Nice and strong and double resisted, of course. Oh, but it burned! Well, May's not really using her attack stat. Just gotta watch the residual damage. If this survives this turn, maybe I'll go for a recover. But I don't think it will. Oh, it did! Yeah, alright. We'll go for recover here. Yeah, Fire Punch is not gonna nearly KO. We can net gain some HP, and then finish it off with another Surf. It is so nice having bulky Pokemon with Recover in this Nuzlocke. A real departure from some of what we were dealing with earlier. We're flooding the director's office now, by the way. Gotta get that water damage on every floor. A Magnemite, okay. I kinda want to just hard switch to Memory. I could also go Shucky. That's a level 30. I'll go Memory and use Fire Punch, and hope I don't get paralyzed. That's not great either. In fact, I am gonna switch. I'm not gonna mess around with this one. I am gonna switch to Shucky. And between Shucky and Memory, somebody will get a chance to get damage off. There's the paralysis. Shucky, I'm still gonna give you a shot here, buddy. Parafusion. That's just dirty. Shucky, I'm gonna switch you out after this turn, buddy. But good job landing the Ember. That did a lot of damage, actually. Maybe I should just stay in. No, I'm still gonna go back to Memory. Don't use Thunder Wave. Good. This guy might be a hardened criminal, but he still respects my wishes. Okay. 3 Pokemon down, and we know one's a Cleffa. What else do you got? Oh, Cleffa's back. Don't think it takes a Psybeam. Oh, it does take a Psybeam. Wow. And hits us with the Sleep move. I didn't know this Cleffa was going to be such a threat. Rocker Alex might be the greatest boss in this game. And a Confusion strat. Sleep, Confusion, Curse, Paralysis, actual switching. This guy's got everything. That Charm would be interesting if this weren't an Alakazam. As it is, I think we can pretty safely wait to wake up. But no wonder the director couldn't handle this guy. What do they need Giovanni back for? Just put Alex in charge. With a bunch of Jonathans around him, and Jacqueline and Mike supplying them with Pokemon. That's a pretty strong criminal syndicate right there. Come on, Memory. Good job. Might switch you out depending on what's next. If it's similarly threatening to this Cleffa, we can probably just wait to get through the confusion. But let's see. Yeah, I think we can wait. Hey, not too worried about that right now. That does like no damage off the attack stat of this female Alakazam in Gen 2. This is like the sequel to that Metapod versus Metapod battle that Ash had. It's just riveting. Alakazam doing 4 damage at a time to herself, 3 turns in a row and counting. And all the other Metapod can do is the Metapod can do is harden. Level 32, by the way, probably is ace. Would have been threatening if it were a Weezing. Anyway, we beat Cleffa and Metapod. It'd be funny if it's like a Raikou or something next. If he leads me into thinking that it's all easy from here and then... Nope, just a muck. That's fine. Couldn't resist the poison types in the end, huh? Wow, it takes a Psybeam and does nothing with the opportunity that grants. Could have really struck a devastating blow there. Potentially. Anyway. That's Alex. Probably as interesting as Team Rocket is gonna get, but there's still more to do. They stashed the real director in the underground warehouse. I don't know why you'd tell me that, but... And also give me the key, but much appreciated. Anyway. Might as well stop at the Pokemon Center on the way. Just because we have to wander around the city a little bit anyway. Don't really see much reason not to. Say goodbye for now to this wonderful Team Rocket music. And in we go. Good evening, you're out late. Well, I mean, have you looked out the window? There's some stuff going down. And I'm the only one in the region, apparently, who can deal with it. Lance must have gone back to Kanto or something. Alright. Sketchy underground area. Mysterious door at the end of a hallway. Basement key. We're gonna have to fight our rival, aren't we? One more rocker? Oh, no, not even one more rocker. That's just in the remakes. We haven't had a rival battle in a while, and they've been pretty scary up to now, but we have our best Starmie check yet. So let's see. By the way, you could let me, you know, beat the Yakuza first and then challenge me to a fight. A Vileplume. That's pretty cool. I'm not even gonna bother. Shucky. I'm gonna go Memory, because I don't want to switch Sam into a status move. Actually, that's silly. Sam has Heal Bell. But it's fine. Get the stronger Psychic attack off, too. Obviously, by status move, I didn't mean Sweet Scent. I meant, like, Stun Spore. But, of course, this is a Stone evolution. I don't even know if it gets that when it hasn't actually evolved from an Oddish / Gloom. It might have much more limited options that I'm considering compared to a normal playthrough. Anyway, that's it for Vileplume. We also could probably just Thunder Punch the Starmie. We might not even have to switch to Sam. But we'll get there when we get there. It's got an Eevee. That quick attack actually does a fair bit of damage. Okay, it's a crit, but still. Right, that Alakazam physical bulk for you. Depending on what the next Pokemon is, might be time to switch. I guess that's just as well. As much as I like the idea of sweeping everything with an Alakazam, that's not the best content, is it? Future Sight? Not interested. Sorry. You got way too many cool, awesome moves already. Ah! Haha! Okay. Hello. Just casually throwing that out there. I'm gonna switch to Please Live and paralyze this. And then I'll switch to Sam if things are getting really dicey. Sam is weak to flying, but resists electric, and in any case is bulky. Not too worried... Oh, okay. Not too worried about taking effect with Sam. Don't want to take another one with Please Live. So, Sam it is. That does a lot, but not too much. We can go for Ancient Power. Omni Boost would be just amazing. We don't get it. It's not even 2-hit KO, but we do get the full para. I'll use another one. Much as I kind of want to save them for Starmie, I think it's okay. That's a little bit less okay. I'm gonna go for a recover. It probably won't crit twice in a row, and we could get a full para. So this might be some good healing right here. Okay, no full para, but... yeah, we are at a more reasonable amount of HP. Could have gone for another recover, but we'll just knock it out and see what comes next. Probably not going to be Starmie next, so we'll see what his other Pokemon is. Piloswine. I don't think that's going to do much to Sam, right? I'm going to recover and see what it does. I mean, it could have an Ice attack, but... off of Piloswine's special attack stat? Let's see. Not terrible damage, actually, but we can beat this. Especially if we confuse it. Let's see. Breaks through this time. Of course, we could also switch to Memory. But if we happen to bring Memory in on a Fury attack or something, that could be rough. As it is, I think Sam can pretty safely wear this down. Just don't get frozen, and we're good. Now that I've said it, it's gonna happen, right? Last chance to freeze me. Cool. Oh, okay. Well, that's just BM. That doesn't really do anything. If we confuse it, I'll go for recover. I hope it knocks itself out, but that doesn't happen. Okay. That just leaves the Starmie. Sam, I've been talking you up as our best Starmie counter yet. Let's see it. That Bubble Beam that was such a nightmare in the early game. Yeah, it's starting to look like a liability. Stone Evolution starter, he's stuck with it. Still kind of think maybe I should have picked Starmie, but... a bit late to be talking about that now. We're way past having a starter in this run. That's not a 3-hit KO. Oh, but it does get the Omni Boost, so yeah, Sam is in a perfectly good position to clean this up. KO? No, but we'll finish it with confusion. We got another Omni Boost. Now Sam's just showing off. Okay, it has recover, but we're at +2 everything. I'm down to just spam confusion. I don't see much downside to that. Might take a bit of time, but look at that damage. The next one might KO. The next one might KO. Okay, it doesn't. Alright, well, buckle up. I think this is still our optimal approach. So, how's everybody's day? How's the weather wherever you are? Never mind, we got it. It wasn't too bad. Alright, got distracted. Okay. Well, that was by far the smoothest rival battle yet. How do you like that? Question mark guy? Why? Why do I lose? He has thrown some very strong teams at me, so you know what? Fair enough. Maybe he should reflect on what that Lance guy said to him. That Lance seemed like kind of a badass. If you want to be like him, maybe you should take his lessons to heart. Meanwhile, we got some more rockers. I don't care if you're lost. You show up here, you're nothing but a victim. I love these guys. But I have to do what I have to do about their whole operation. Shucky, I really think you can take this one. Okay. Come on. Pull through. So far, so good. Would love a burn here. No burn. Shucky, I'm gonna switch you out, because if you miss a number, that could be it for you. A good effort. We'll get you a win against something eventually, I'm sure. Meanwhile, we got more places to flood. That's it for this rocker. There are a couple more down here, and then just some burglars who are just regular criminals, not the organized crime, not the organized kind, but they're here too. This guy thinks I'm going to be confused by his maze, so he's going to be disappointed. Another Wayne. Okay. Got the Jonathans and the Waynes rolling out here. Oh, fun! I'm sorry, Shucky. You could probably win this one. Actually, I'm not that sure. But I just don't want to put up with that. Sorry. I do, of course, appreciate what Minimize does to a Pokemon sprite in this game. It is very fun, very silly, and sorely missing from later games. If only there were some way for it to keep getting smaller as they kept using Minimize. But this is still nice. Nice. Okay. See, Shucky's quickly catching up. Bip bip. That was a crit, wow. Sam is admittedly getting low on PP, but I don't want to go back and heal until things are a little more pressing. I want to be running back and forth all episode. Whoa, a Blissey! Do I have any physical attackers? I don't, do I? I'm gonna poison it. And I guess go for Leech Life. Oh my god, it has Minimize too! Oh, buckle up, folks! Okay. Downside of not doing face cam, I just face palmed. I have to tell you that I just face palmed. Am I gonna lose to this Blissey? What do I have for this? It's getting 5 hits and casually getting crits with Double Slap. After landing Sing, after Minimize. I don't think I'm gonna lose to this Blissey, but this could be a long one, folks. And I'm sorry, Alex, you've been demoted. This is the most hardened criminal, most devious, most scummiest rocker yet. Nothing compares to this. Okay, we landed a poison powder. We're good. I mean, I might have soft boiled, I don't know, but the poison's gonna get it eventually. Go for Leech Life. Hey, we hit the first one. It does respectable damage. Gives respectable healing. Now things are turning around. Hit the second one? Look at Pitcher go. underrated member of the team. Look at this, dodging Sings, landing Leech Lifes. We haven't missed a single one. It has soft-boiled. Okay. That's fine. We've still got this. Just a matter of time. We still... Okay, that's 4 in a row landed. No big deal. Double slap. Not that scary when we've let us recover up to full. We landed all 5. And you know what? That Blissey didn't actually take that long to beat, did it? I was ready for much worse. Okay. Goodbye, Rocker Wayne. Now watch me not get confused by your puzzle. One more. Quahaha! Blah 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 blah, it's a maze. Oh no, you're gonna get lost. Terrifying. Truly, a nightmare matchup. Please Live, you haven't had experience in a while. Wait, I forgot that Please Live had damage on her. If this goes for like Stomp, I think Thundershock will one-shot, and if it doesn't, maybe I shouldn't be using Pichu. Cool. Getting out all the cool Pokemon here. I'm gonna paralyze this, and I'm gonna hope that Please Live doesn't die. Haven't figured out the rest of the plan. Maybe switching to memory. In fact, maybe I should have just switched to memory in the first place. I don't know that paralyzing this was that useful. Okay, I just fully threw away my Pichu. Do have another one of those as well, but it's a Nuzlocke. They're kind of not meant to be disposable like that. Get rid of the Slowking, but at what cost? At what cost? You'll get that other Pichu, I guess. And hey, that's a chance to heal. Get Memory's HP up and Sam's PP. Still, you hate to see it. Okay. Just live. You made a good effort at it. But that's it. Bye. You're up, Hope. But honestly, I'm not going to prioritize Hope for experience, I don't think. Training a Pichu fresh from level 20 right now. Oh, I forgot to heal. It's not a great investment. I'm gonna carry the electric type that I have. Wait, I don't think Hope even knows Thundershock. I don't think Hope even knows I don't think Hope even knows Thundershock, does he? Okay, no, I changed my mind. Hope... This is hopeless. We're gonna get somebody else. Okay, we got Tech the Pinsir, Indigo the Unknown, Harmless the Ekans, Useful the Shelder, Emerald the Onyx. It's Emerald or Tech, I think. What moves does Tech have? You can probably teach him Strength, right? Tech, welcome aboard. Don't ask what happened to your buddy, Nicality. Let's get you strong right off the bat. Yep. Don't care about Vice Grip. Now let's remember to heal this time, and head back underground. And fight some regular criminals instead of organized ones for a change. Oh, this way. I was about to go back to the radio tower. Okay. Nice music, as always. Alright, now... time to get confused by the switches and the shutters. It's so complicated and difficult. What will we do? We'll go with the one on the left, and then the one in the middle, and the one on the right. Can't be that easy, can it? There's no way. Well, we go this far at least. Are you really a burglar if you're burgling an abandoned place? Seems like pretty tame burgling to me. Okay, well. And why do you need to burgle? Go become champion. Anyway. We do still have something for water types, at least. Again with the Gen 2 color limits, you got those, like, little bits of purple and random parts of Suicune's body. In fact, its crest is mostly purple. And its cape has some blue. I don't know why, it's something I never really thought about before this playthrough, but I've been really fascinated here by how they dealt with the color limitations. There's some creative stuff, and some stuff that looks kind of silly. Anyway. Kind of autopiloted through the Suicune. I really wasn't paying any attention to that battle just now. Shucky levels up again. Love to see it. And we'll just throw rocks at the Smoochum. Easy. Okay. One more. Fork over your goodies! I'm glad all criminals talk like that, not just Team Rocker. We bring some life to the region. Okay, Shucky, I think you can take this one. Let's go. Yeah, that bite's not doing much at all, is it? Look at this thing's sprite, it doesn't even have visible teeth. Okay. Could I have to Thunder Punch my Pichu? Probably. Oh well. Once again, not switching to May because she is weak to ground. That is the one downside so far of Corsola being my water type at this point. Okay, got rid of that. And it's time for a Hound Hour. Well, I got something for this. Never used Ancient Power so many times in a Gen 2 playthrough. And back to the organized criminals now. Oh, I meant to sell stuff in the department store, I forgot. I'm in a pretty limited bag space, but of course I already have a full heal slot. Are you lost? No, you can't be. You don't have a scared look. I'll give you something to be scared about. Uh-huh. Rocker Jessica. We found Jessie. They put Jessie in this game. Maybe I could have gone memory here. Oh well. Remoraid sure does bring up memories, doesn't it? Something hits a little different about fighting that Pokemon. Don't know what that could be. Anyway. It's gone. Who's next? Okay. Feel free to one-shot this. Cool. Jessie needs to stop being taken in by the Magikarp salesman. It's been a long time. She should really have learned by now. Now we're in the proper warehouse under the department store. We got some more rockers. You're not going anywhere. I don't show mercy to my enemies. I didn't read the rest. You guys got a pincer too. Okay, Shucky, I think you can handle this one. Let's see it. That's not even a 2-hit KO. Well, she's trying, and that's what counts. Trying and still alive. Oh, it is a 2-hit KO. Just got fooled by the rolls. Never mind, Shucky, you're doing great. Look at all that experience. Okay. Wow, this guy's been in the bug catching contest. This guy should just sell all those sunstones he definitely has instead of leading a life of crime. Maybe he's bored of the bug catching contest now. Anyway, good Shucky food. Much appreciated. Look at that. Almost 3 levels from that battle. And I guess we're still chasing Flame Wheel, even though it's a different Quilava. New Quilava, same goal, so we'll keep Shucky in the lead spot still. Oh, look who it is. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I remember you. Okay, I said I'd check. Your name was Stacy. And somehow you've become Dudley. Can't even keep your story straight. Okay, don't love seeing a Delibird. We've had some bad luck with presents in this playthrough. So Shucky, if you can just cook it before it does any damage. Never mind. Heal? It healed. That's more like it. Didn't we lose our first fire-type Riddles to a Delibird? But hey, guess there is justice after all. What else you got? Dudley, formerly known as Stacy. Okay, not too impressive. If you're out for revenge, you really should do better than this. Not that I'm in the habit of giving advice to criminals. You can clean this up pretty easily. Okay. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. That was a blast. I'll remember you. Glad you had fun, buddy. One more. Down here, anyway. How did you get this far? Well, have you seen your have you seen what your coworkers are using in these battles? Dragonair. Not bad. I don't think I have to be afraid of Dragon Rage this deep into the run, do I? We can just Ice Punch this anyway. Now even if it has Dragon Rage, we take 2 of those. I mean, you don't take 2 Ice Punches, I guarantee. You don't even take 1. Who's next? Ha. Okay. See, what do you mean, how did I get this far? You guys are doing stuff like... I beat your first Pokemon, it's kind of cool, it's impressive, and then your ace is... this. Pidgey, Hoppip, Smoochum. What the hell? How did you get here? You guys have been trying. I bet Alex is disappointed in all of you. No idea what TM that is in this game. Flamethrower in a lot of games, but not this one. You came to rescue me? I don't know why the Radio Tower director couldn't just beat you guys up himself. I don't even know if he has any Pokemon. He should still have been able to battle his way out of here. Just punt that Hoppip or something. Anyway. Radio is being used for evil again. I'm on it. Here's the amulet coin. Definitely want that. I'll give it to Sam because I sure do switch Sam in often. Don't care about an X speed. Okay, more money anytime Sam battles. We're funding our mother here too. We gotta get some good money. Any of the items opened up? I don't know how it works in this game. Nothing's open. I know you can basically direct them to move the boxes in the remakes. I never, I guess, bothered to learn how it works in Gen 2. Anyway, we'll just casually pop out of the department store. Actually, I will go sell some stuff now. Because I might as well. Then we'll go heal. Then we'll go deal with the rest of the rockers. Okay. Well, don't need a protein. Certainly don't need a dire hit. A nugget literally exists to be sold. Don't need X accuracy. I'll hold on to the Moonstone, you never know. I'll hold on to the rare candy, though I doubt I'll ever use it. Hold on to the Sunstone, I suppose. Alright, that'll do. We can go on a shopping spree when we get to Blackthorn City. In the meantime, heal up and take hopefully one last run at the tower. This is it. I've already been really impressed with one rocker executive. Let's see what the others have got. Enjoy their music for a bit. Open the shutter. Kinda weird how the shutter just completely vanishes. Anyway, why did the shutter open? Did you have something to do with this? No points for that deduction, bro. Rocker Wellington. Now that's a name. I'll go pitcher. Just to hedge for a self-destruct. Don't want to lose one of my psychic types. Honestly, maybe I should have gone tech. I kind of forgot that I have tech on the team now. I don't even think they have self-destruct. But I can't help but worry. We've been burned before. Another Vile Plume, nice. But weak to Psychic. And that's not going to do much. Confusions, including this one. Sit through this pedal dance animation. Very pretty. Not very threatening. Goodbye. Is it just executives left? There might be another grunt or two. Good effort, Wellington. Maybe the detective work isn't for you. Okay, there's another grunt here. And look, it's, I think that's Mary, right? I think my Pokemon are cute after they beat yours. That's Professor Oak's co-host, right? Whoa, Liliana. Get some extra money for this battle. By the way, look at this level curve. Jasmine's Dugong was a level 35, and look at the stuff we're fighting now. I love Gen 2. This whole playthrough has, I think, pretty obviously been a love letter to Gen 2. I don't want to harp on anything. But man, I did not notice the level curve when I was a kid. It's really something. Let's mop this up. Maybe we'll get a Sam sweep here. But I don't know, this Porygon 2 is zooming. Okay, please hurt yourself. I don't want to deal with recover shenanigans or something. Good! So do you think your Pokemon's cute now, Liliana? An unknown. Love running into random unknown in this game. Hope it's not HP Bug. Probably doesn't KO anyway, but... Nah, does nothing. Since this is Gen 2, hidden power can vary not only in type, but also in base power. The maximum is 70 and the minimum, I don't remember, but it's very low. If I ever am in a position where I have to use my unknown, we'll hope it's strong, but we don't know at this point. Anyway, clean up that Hitmonchan, and it's time to start fighting executives. Oh no, they're useless! I think she's something like that, I don't know. The text is zoomed by. Why? Why do I have to suffer through this? Meowth, help me! Shouldn't make fun of her, it's a tough situation. This guy is known as the Team Rocket Fortress. So you know he means business. This Tangela. It's not the weakest Pokemon. But it is very flammable. Level 36, by the way, so, I might have picked the worst time to harp on the level curve, I don't know. Not gonna worry about it beyond this point, I think. I can't remember what Pokemon this is in the base game. Anyway, so much for the Team Rocket Fortress. Held up to Shocky about as well as a real fortress would. The fortress is down. Okay, I'm gonna pause the recording quickly before the final showdown with Team Rocker. Gonna leave you in a little bit of suspense, though for you it's just gonna be seconds. But yeah, I'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, that's enough suspense, I think. I mean, it was a few minutes for me. But here we are. Final showdown with Team Rocker. Let's go. Remember me from the hideout in Mahogany Town? Yeah, but not gonna lie, I don't remember what your name was. So I won't know if it's inconsistent. Marshall. Graveler. Not the least scary Pokemon. I'm gonna switch to Sam, anticipating a magnitude, but I'm gonna be annoyed if it blows up and crits or something. Okay, so far so good. I kinda want to switch to May, anticipating that it won't use magnitude. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Good, okay. We're fine. Got another part of the radio tower to flood. People of Goldenrod City are gonna love me, but their insurer isn't. Cool Pokemon. Probably doesn't take a Surf super well. We don't take that Absorb super well. Might switch back to, I was gonna say Chucky, but that doesn't work. Might just switch back to Sam after this. Yeah, I think so. Can do 1 damage, yep. This'll do more. Okay. Controls weren't responsive for a second. Now that says Final Showdown right there. That's what I'm talking about. Think the next guy's gonna have a Magikarp? This can't be happening! I fought hard. Sure you did. Oh, you managed to get this far? You must be quite the trainer. We intend to take over this radio station and announce our comeback. That should bring our boss Giovanni back from his solo training. We are going to regain our former glory. You guys have announced your comeback. I won't allow you to interfere with our plans. Alright. This is it. Rocker Wayne. That's what, the third Wayne in this tower? Okay, interesting start. You got a Charmander and a Squirtle in the back? Okay, so far so good. Oh my god, okay. You got a Mudkip in the back? What's this starter theme? Go be a professor. What are you doing this stuff for? Take the chance to recover. This guy's got Flame Wheel. I want Flame Wheel. When does my Pokemon get Flame Wheel? Alright, let's see your water type. Breaking the pattern a little bit. And that's all I have to say. This was about as anticlimactic as a boss fight gets. Not that I'm complaining, we've had some scary boss fights. It's kind of nice to have a breezy one, but this guy rose to the top of the revived Team Rocker. They've got Articuno, they've got Suicune, or was it Burglar? Whatever. They got legendaries, they got fossils, they got all kinds of rare Pokemon. And this guy rose to the top of the whole thing with Bulbasaur, Cyndaquil, and Sunkern. You know what? I believe now that Ariana was the interim leader. I don't think it was that guy. Anyway, we got the Silver Wing. We could go see the Lugia encounter, but I think I'm going to save that for after the next gym. Head over there before the league. We could do it now, but did he say something about the Whirl Islands? I didn't remember him having dialogue about that in this game. Too bad I breezed through it. But yeah, we'll go check that out later. For now, I think we'll just get moving back to Mahogany Town and beyond. Everything's peaceful now in the radio tower. Everybody can settle in. Have a good night. We solved organized crime in the Johto region. It's over now. There's no organized crime. No Waynes, no Jonathans, no Jacqueline and Mike running around anymore. We fixed everything. Crime is done. Okay. Enough of that. Let's get our journey back on track. Quick bike ride over to Mahogany Town. And then we can get some more encounters and stuff. Deal with the last gym in this region. Start building up for the Pokemon League. It'll help if we remember... It'll help if we do our controls properly along the way. Maybe we'll finally find out what's in the water on that one route. We'll see. This is gonna be a Blastoise. Oh, how'd I know? It's like I was grinding here for a while. And also, I know that this game has loved to throw Blastoise at me ever since the one I had got blown up. Okay. Here we go. Nothing. Can't catch this, but we'll see what's in the water. Aw, that would have been nice to catch. Oh well. What can you do? It's a Nuzlocke. That's how they go. Can't really complain considering some of the stuff I do have on my team. And we're off! I'm gonna win for sure! Let's see. See, Servant Tristan. Not to. I think that's what he has in the base game. This guy's so unimportant that the game forgot to randomize his team. He's out here saying he's gonna win. I don't know. Anyway, Chucky is kind of cooking now. We'd love to see that. Look at that boosted experience. Paledian. I don't think he had that in the base game. And I don't think it's going to hold up too well to a fire attack. Yep. Gets burned. Throws up a Reflect for no reason. And that's it. Not much of an effort for a guy who yelled that he was going to win. But we can't all be prodigies. Like the player character. Arr. Oh, Mom stole my money again. Did I ever check the last item she bought? Let's go see right now. We're not far from... We'll go see after we get our encounter on this route. Because it might be something good. What I'm going to do, there's some grass on the other side of this water. I'm going to try to surf over there. Try to get my encounter in the grass. Just because I feel like it. But if we get it in the water on the way over, so be it. We're gonna open ourselves up to a lot of possibilities with whatever Pokemon are on this route. Anyway, this Onix should be pretty easy to deal with. Yep. A really cool Pokemon design, cursed forever by the fact that they had to make Brock's Ace scary looking but not actually too strong for kids to deal with. I assume. That I can't imagine there's a different reason that they gave Onix like no attack stat. That's kind of a shame. I don't think this has a fighting attack, but I'm not gonna gamble on it. We'll go pitcher. Heracross is an interesting sprite. Considering it pretty much has one solid color on its whole body and its actual design, they just kind of made it look like it's shaded. A little weirdly. But I think I see the vision. Wow, that did a lot of damage. That wasn't even a crit. Heracross is just so strong. Well, we got it. Pitcher is trying to learn Sun Spore. I'm more interested in that than Disable. Haven't really been getting any use out of Disable. I think I've reached the point in the episode where my own voice sounds weird to me again. But that's okay. Did she just buy something again? A doll, okay. Okay, she is out of control. That was like one battle, she buys something, another battle, she buys something. Forgot there's a trainer here. It's okay, one more battle before the encounter. Maybe Mom will buy something again. I don't have any idea mechanically how Mom buying stuff works. Like, I don't know if there's a threshold of money to hit, or a random chance every time I gain money that maybe increases over time. I'm just spitballing here, I don't have the slightest idea how it's set up. But back to back like that? Somebody take my money away from her. Finish it off with False Swipe! That was a thing in an anime episode, right? Some NPC was like, finish it off with False Swipe! In a battle they probably lost. This girl just tried it. Flame Wheel! How about that? We did it! Shucky's strong now. Shucky's getting kind of close to evolving. I might not even want to keep her in front of the party now. Or... I don't remember what level Kulava evolves. Because I know the starters are on different curves in Gen 2. I don't know, I'll check the party after this battle and see how I feel. I don't really want to feed experience to pitcher or tech, I think. Maybe May. But honestly, yeah, I'm not opposed to just keeping Shucky in front a while longer. I think that makes decent sense. Nope, this won't do. I don't know what she said. Okay. No, I'll put May in front. Don't want her to fall too far behind. Oh, May's at level 30. I was looking at pitcher's level. I'll keep Shucky in front for now. Okay, there we go. Finally a decision. My control's okay. Alright. We'll get our encounter in the grass. We'll sell that max revive, because it does nothing for us. Who's that Pokemon? It's Graveler, okay. How am I gonna weaken this? Because it could have self-destruct. I kinda want to go to May, but then what do I do? Honestly, I might be down to just fail this encounter. I think I'll throw a ball or two and see how I feel. Graveler's cool, but... It's a little dangerous to try to catch this one, I think. That only shook once. Do have another encounter before Blackthorn City, but I'll try one more ball. And if this doesn't catch it, I'll just knock it out. We'll take the L on the encounter. It's fine. I caught it. In that case, we'll use it. I'll swap it in for tech. A slow walker. It rolls to move. It pays no attention to any object that happens to be in its path. And you know what we're gonna name this, right? Yeah, of course. Probably swam across the water to get to this grass in the first place. I don't think we have another strength user on the team, do we? But I think I'm fine with teaching strength to Sailor once I've deposited tech. I think that works just fine. Okay, step 1, heal. Step 2, check the item PC. Step 3, quick little team change. And so much for keeping Shucky in front for now. We got somebody else to put there. I can give Sailor the Quick Claw, too. Oops. Carry on. Well, I guess we'll just do this order after all. Anyway, Carry On Spines is Legacy. Welcome aboard! Let's see what Mom's been buying. Super Potion? Not bad. Sailor! You can go to the front of the party. You can have an amulet, or not an amulet coin, a Quick Claw. You can learn Strength. You'd think I'd have learned by now that the TM pocket is just to the left of the item pocket. But all these years I've never learned that. Maybe I have right now. Anyway. There is actually a case for keeping self-destruct as a desperation move. But I don't want to blow my own Pokemon up. We're not gonna do that. Sailor! You're strong now. Let's go show everyone. Loop around here, fight the trainers, and then can head into the ice path. But it all starts with this guy, who can tell I'm a good trainer by looking at me, and says he is too. Let's see. Well, he's a Ghost Rider. But I think we can handle this neat arena. Sailor, this is your first shot at an opponent as part of my team. Not bad. Finished off with Strength. That double kick did more damage than I expected, but not enough. Gone. For a second there I thought Mom was going to call me again, but I guess she is taking a breather. Ack! You made me lose a Poliwag! This guy thinks I'm going to compensate him or something. I guess if he won the battle he'd get money. But as it is... Never mind, we're fighting the best fisherman in Johto. Imagine fishing one of these up. Probably has Bite, but I don't see a better play than switching to Sam. It's a Feraligatr, its Bite not going to do that much, is it? 11 levels lower, too. Nice two-shot with Confusion. Wow, that really didn't do much. Honestly, I expected better from this Feraligatr. But let's see what else this guy's fished up. That's pretty good. Weak to rock, though. More. Okay. Well, I'm a little concerned if that's what you're fishing up in this water. We might want to step up our environmental protection efforts out here. But that's none of my business. I'm just a kid with a bunch of Pokemon in a dream. Goodbye. No compensation for you. An Ultra Ball, nice. I think we can buy those soon. I'll do anything to get my hands on rare Pokemon. You gonna send out like a Pidgey and a Caterpie now? Just one Pokemon. The Pichu. That's like sort of rare. It's not a bad start. Okay, I've had 3 of them, but you know, baby Pokemon are a pretty new discovery. For a reason, I'm sure. Anyway, -2 attack, no problem. Goodbye. I don't think there's anyone else. No. I mean, there's a bird keeper further along, but I don't think we have to close that loop. Do you know about the legendary bird Pokemon? There's something I really love about this guy talking about them. Just kind of driving home that there are legends about these things in this world. And a bird keeper, of course, would love to find them. They'd pretty much be the dream, right? What about memory? Can't have Sam eating up all the experience against water types. Bubble Beam. Cool. Still not very strong, though. Yeah. Punch this, and maybe we can punch whatever his other Pokemon is. We can punch this, but might as well just side beam it. Why did they give Spinarak these colors in this game? Who knows? I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just noticeably not green. Okay. So that's the last trainer before the ice path. So I'm going to switch pitcher to the front, because we can get a status condition on whatever ice path encounter is, and then repel through at least some of the rest of the tunnel. The ice path looking a little plain in gold and silver compared to even crystal, but that's fine, it's a cool place. And there are no trainers in here, so yeah, we can just... I never really remember this puzzle. Is it this way? This might take some trial and error. No, I think we're good. I think I did remember it, actually. Nice. This one's pretty simple. We got Waterfall. It's kind of abandoned over there. Wonder if any kids skipped that. I always got that HM, but I wonder if any kids skipped that and then couldn't figure out how to progress later. Anyway, we got a Primeape out here. That's cool. I'm gonna poison it, so we can get chip damage while we're throwing balls. Do I want to use this? I feel like there's not really anything I want to swap out of the team for a Primeape. I think we let this sit in the PC for now, but could be a good call-up if we suffer some more deaths. Can we land a poison powder, please? Thank you. Don't even have to trigger its rage, because we can just let the poison damage rack up. I will switch pitcher out if she gets much lower. We can go Sam, as we tend to do. It has a fighting type attack. I'm gonna switch to Sam right now. Anyway. Oh no, I ran. Oh! You know what? It's fine. I'm not that worried about Primeape. But that is the second time in this playthrough that I've run from an encounter. And that's embarrassing. Take a second to regain my composure, and we're off. At least I can do puzzles. Can't really remember whether I'm supposed to do anything with this boulder. Maybe. Okay. And... okay, we want to go down. Okay, I see. Just make sure it doesn't touch a wall, such that there's nowhere to push it. I'm gonna finesse this a little bit. Like so. In you go. Boulder fell through. Thank you, game. Might never have known what would happen there what had happened there otherwise. Yes, we can't push this one along the right because there's no way to get it out of there. So we have to go this way. And then over to this side. Pretty straightforward from there. Boom. Okay, this one obviously can't go right, so we go left. And then just slide over here. We even get to look away like a cool action hero before it falls through. And then, okay, this is pretty simple. I actually made it multiple steps away that time. And then I don't know if there's some other way to do it, but I think as a kid I always jumped down this hole. Yeah, we just land right here. I know there are items off on the sides, I don't care. I don't remember what they are, I'm not worried about it. We got another full heal. And we're through. That's pretty much it for puzzles here. I mean, there's a little bit more, but nothing noteworthy. Don't know if that never melt ice will ever be useful, but might as well grab it. I suppose we could give it to... what's her name? Memory right now, because she does have an ice type attack, but... I don't know. Let's hold on to it for now. We could go get that item. Let's just do it. No idea what TM that is. Before the Pokemon League, I'll check my TMs to see if I want to use any. There's another item this way. An iron. Sure. What's the best way to do this? Like that. I think there's something down here. Oh, like that, okay. We might want to use that on something at some point. That seems like another item to save for later in the game. And we're through! Wow, you came through the ice path? You must be a real hotshot trainer. That's right. I think there's an in-game trade somewhere around here. Is it you? Dragonair's cute and I don't have it. Do you have Dragonair? Want to trade for my Azumarill? Even if I did, I absolutely would not want to trade that, no. I think it's a Rhydon in the base game. Which is a little better. I'm gonna go ahead and get the encounter south of here before we go to the gym. I'm pretty sure that's not the same route as, you know, the one where you get Geodude after New Bark Town. But even if it is, I don't care. The encounters are completely different up here. If I'm technically breaking Nuzlocke rules, 1, I don't think I am, but 2, if I am, in this one situation, I do not care. I'm not gonna get a second Dark Cave encounter, though. That would be silly. Alright, we'll catch this. Sure. Why not? I think something will have gone wrong if we ever use this in battle. Though, hey, it's our only other grass type if we ever lose Sam. Losing Sam would constitute something going very wrong, of course. But no reason not to catch it. Its body is so light, it must grip the ground firmly with its feet to keep from being blown away. Name it Whimsy. It's a whimsical Pokemon. Okay. I'll swap Sailor to the front for the gym, because Sailor needs experience. Might as well do a shopping trip right now. Buy 10 Ultra Balls. That was 9. One more. Hyper Potions are fine. My team's not so strong. I still need Max Potions. Do you have any kind of Repel? Do Max Repels. I'll buy 10 of those too. We'll leave it at that for now. Let's just go to the gym. We could get our Blackthorn City encounter now. Okay, let's get our Blackthorn City encounter and then go to the gym. In which case, I guess I'll put Pitcher back in front. I do kind of like getting encounters dealt with quickly because, you know, if I want to swap something onto the team, be nice to get a chance to train it in the gym and not only after. Okay, that's a cool Pokemon. Not gonna swap it onto the team, but I like it, and I want to catch it. Has Porygon ever been catchable in the wild in a game? As I was saying that, I realized, yes, of course, Legends Arceus. But I think that's it, right? Wonder what kind of catch rate it has. Okay. I actually ran into a bunch of wild Porygon while I was grinding. And I realized that I don't remember what conversion does. I think it changes them to the type of an match the type of an attack that they had, because all the wild Porygon I was grinding against had psychic type attacks, and conversion always changed them into psychic types. And then if they use it again, they turn into normal types, and they all knew tackle. So that makes sense. But I'm not 100% sure. This thing is hard to catch, it turns out, relatively speaking, in this buffed catch rate playthrough. See? Psychic, back to normal. Probably has Psybeam, or Confusion, even though it hasn't used it yet. I don't know if Porygon gets Confusion, probably a Psybeam. Anyway, nothing an Ultra Ball can't handle. A man-made Pokemon that came about as a result of research. Okay, that's a sentence. It is programmed with only basic motions. How did this thing come into existence? I don't know. Research. That's your name now. Your origin story and your name. Never forget where you came from. Research. Now we'll go to the gym. And hopefully sail on through, am I right? Your first battle against dragons? No, it isn't. Do you have any dragons? The odds don't favor it. Ghost Rider Rachel. That's not a dragon. Well, maybe it... You know what? I could see this being secretly a dragon deep down. You know what? I'm not completely unconvinced yet. Maybe you really do dragons. I'm gonna be mad if it gets Hydro Pump and hits. I'm telling you that now. We don't have a good history with metronome in this playthrough. Okay, that's not bad. That's more like it. Decent magnitude luck, too. What's your next dragon? Yeah, okay, that's sort of like a dragon. Close enough. But, Sam here is a little bit of a veteran at beating Blastoise at this point. I'm gonna channel all those battles with Rocker Jacqueline. Cook this thing. We're close in level, though, wow. Levels jumped right back up again. I feel like in a lot of normal Johto playthroughs I've done some ice path grinding before beating this gym. Especially with Claire's Kingdra being such a menace. But who knows whether we'll need such things this time. That bite is doing a lot, by the way. Well, okay, it's not doing that much. I think we can do another Confusion, and then Recover, and then Confusion to KO. We should be fine. Or maybe... No, I think it's okay. Depending on how much this does, might even get another Recover. Nah. Let's knock this out. We ran into the Blastoise Slayer today. Bad luck for you. And your Ponyta. Give Sailor a shot at this. You know what? Ponyta is a fiery creature. I can accept that it's a dragon too. So, okay, this guy's team checks out. We'll see about the rest of the gym. And with that Ember actually doing a fair bit of damage. Whoa, okay. Didn't expect that big a scare out of it. I'm actually going to go back and heal already. Sorry, I'm going to be that guy again. It's not the first time. If you're still watching, you know how it is. Maybe this isn't the time to try to train Sailor. But hey, rock and ground type, bulky rock and ground types, we've seen before. They get some matchups that are pretty much just gravy. And we want to take advantage of those to get Sailor caught up to the rest, right? Anyway. No rush. Not too many unnecessary risks, though we sure do take some of those sometimes. And back in we go. Now, I never understood this boulder. I can push a boulder down through there. I don't seem to be able to connect it to anything. Tell me if I'm missing something. Well, the boulder falls through. Let's follow it and see what's up. I don't understand this boulder. If I could place another one here and leave after beating Claire or something, then I can understand that, but as it is... There's no way to get that one through there, right? I don't get it. It seems like it does nothing. Anyway, rigorous training. Let's go. Put your rigorous training against mine. Yep, I can see why you need rigorous training. I think that's the first Chikorita we've seen in this run, by the way. I'll go Shucky. Keep with the natural balance of things here. It's basic rock, paper, scissors. Every game pushes it early on. Good effort with the light screen, though. This is no Ember that we're throwing around here. We're beyond that now. Down goes Chikorita. To a crit. Don't know if it mattered. That's it for Landon. Back to your training, I think. Okay, so yeah, it's Boulder on the left. Got a nice, strong Sailor shoving them through the gaps in the floor. There we go. Turning away like a badass again. Let's see what this guy's about. It's not as if we all use Dragon-type Pokemon. My policy is use Pokemon that are stronger than Dragon Pokemon. Alright, that's a lot of hype. Let's see what you've got. Stronger than a Dragon. We'll see. We'll go Shucky on this. See what happens. Dragons are tough matchups for Shucky. Let's see about the Ivysaur. All that talk, and that's what you've got, huh? Alright. Well, he sells another Pokemon. Let's see what it is. Stronger than a dragon? Maybe. Honestly, not the craziest idea. It feels it feels relatively safe to switch to May here. The Psychic types can hit this hard, but maybe they can be hit hard by it. I don't know. Also, confusion damage could be annoying. That bite is doing more than I like, but just need a bit of fortune. No flinch, no self-harm damage. So far, so good. That said, I am going to play it a little safer and go for Recover right now. Good. May is putting in work so far. You know who's stronger than a dragon? I think it might be my Corsola. Look at her go. What dragon is doing this? More surf. Perfect. Flawless battle from May. And a well-deserved level up. Spike Cannon? Well, it's better than Tackle. That's a move I haven't thought about in a long time. We'll have to click it in some safe situation to see the animation. Anyway, last boulder. Yeah, there's no way to make this guy move, so there's no way to do anything interesting with that boulder. So I don't know what the deal is. But 2 more gym trainers and then Claire. My chance of losing? Not even 1%. These guys are cocky. You gonna send out like a Bulbasaur now? A Sunkern? A Smoochum. Okay. Probably has an ice attack. Probably has Powder Snow or something, so I will switch. Even though I'm sure it doesn't take a rock throw well. Oh my god, it knows Psychic! I didn't even know it learned Psychic naturally. Oh my god, that did so much damage! Okay, I can see why this guy was cocky. I might let him have this one. By the way, there's that animation I've been talking up all this time. Big fan. Big fan. Anyway, I have this fire punch. That was terrifying. It took the fire punch, too. And it knows Sing? I don't know anything about Smoochum, do I? Okay, I shouldn't have made fun of this guy. You know what? In the end, we did still beat him pretty easily, but even so, respect, Scott. That's odd. Sure is, buddy. Dragons are sacred Pokemon. They are full of life energy. If you're not serious, you won't be able to beat them. What kind of dragons you got? Wayne. Good dragon. Okay. Let's see. All right then. Well, nothing stands in the way of running through the game with Sam now. In the meantime, if you could land a poison powder, please, pitcher. That would be pretty pleasant. There we go. Shouldn't have underestimated these dragons, huh? Oh, your health is my health now. Breaks out of confusion already, and it does no stun spore. This would be a good time to get a crit on our side. What else you got? Let's see it. That's a dumb dragon. I don't believe that dragon is full of life energy at all. Oh, is it again with the stun spore? Why does it know Psybeam? Where's my Psybeam? Doesn't matter, still stronger. There's that life energy, I guess. Okay, we're gonna switch. I think Chucky can take this. Right. Right, Chucky? It's a veteran. Yeah, easy. Alright. Well. There's our crit. Didn't really need it there, but what can you do? Let's run back and get ready for the gym leader. What else can I say right now? Fond memories of sweeping through Claire's gym with my Alakazam, and then lending it to my brother so that he could sweep through Claire's gym with my Alakazam. Memories somehow are fading away. Hey, Alakazam. Remember how my brother accidentally deleted my original Alakazam, the first Pokemon I ever got to level 100, and so that Alakazam was gone forever, never to return to my life. Why did I bring that up? I don't know, no reason. Who's next? Research, Whimsy, Indigo, Harmless, Useful, not you, Emerald, Hope, Tech. Do I want research or do I want tech? I'll take tech. Welcome back. This could be a tough gym battle. I mean, there's no telling what Pokemon Claire has. Maybe she has a full team of Sunkern, but if not, the level curve is gonna mess with us here. Getting kind of nervous. But let's see what we can do. Here we go. Cross some boulders. Past these Charizard heads or whatever they're supposed to be. I am Claire. I am the world's best Dragon Master. Citation needed. I can hold my own against even the Pokemon League's Elite Four. Do you still want to take me on? Fine, let's do it. As a trainer, I will use my full power against any opponent. Let's see that full power. Don't know what to expect. Could be anything. From Dr. Scott here. Okay. Not too scary to start. This is pretty much Sam food. There's that familiar Bubble Beam, but I'm used to seeing it from a starfish with more points. More limbs, more limbs. All those rival battles have prepared us well for this. Of course, it's just our first Pokemon. What's next? A Meryl. Cute. If you want to use a Mono Water Little Cup, this is clearly her ace too, level 40. If you want to use a Mono Water Little Cup team, I'm good with that. We could use that after some recent battles we've had. And this is what she sends out into Celebi, so it might actually be a Mono Water Little Cup team. Let's see. A Pupitar. Well, don't have a Grass attack. Guess I'll go May. And flood another building. No, May doesn't take sand damage either, so that's nice. Ooh, Rock Slide. Remember our Larvitar, Fossil Fuel? Misspelled, but we're not going to dwell on that. Imagine what that guy could have done. If we had lost him in what I vaguely remember was a pretty dumb way. Anyway, that crit Rock Slide was terrifying just now. But we're still here. We got rid of the Pupitar. And that leaves a Quagsire. So, it's not Mono Water Little Cup, though it's not too far off. But basically any grass type is a nightmare for Claire's team. And our best Pokemon is a grass type, with the one twist being that we don't have a grass attack. But that Earthquake is not going to do much. And we can get up or recover, just play it safe, see what else this thing has, and start chipping away with Psychic. I was really nervous against Claire after we lost Memory. I was sweating a bit. Okay, it has Tail Whip. We do have to be mindful of that. But hey, the Nightmare Gym battle for so many vanilla Gen 2 players, including me, many times, was actually one of our easier ones here. Especially if we get another crit right now. That's okay. She's gonna have a hyper potion, right? That just made that slam just made the same. She doesn't even have a what? Or did they only use it on the ace? I don't know. That slam made the same sound effect as landing a fly, which makes me think maybe it's not supposed to be a wing beat sound effect, even though it sounds so much like it. I don't know. We beat Claire. We beat Dr. Scott. She doesn't even believe that she lost. Bro, that was not that strong a team. Especially into a grass type. I mean, that guy with the chikorita upstairs could probably beat you. Anyway, plot twist. If you're paying attention to what Claire's saying right now. We don't have the badge yet, which means the episode is not done. It'll end when we get the badge. So. First thing I'm going to do is go to the mart and sell some items, because I want to make sure I have room for that dragon fang we have to go get. Then I guess we go to the dragon's den and go get it. Pokemon Center first, just because it's a cleaner path. But yeah, we're not done here yet. Because Claire, whose team was really not that good, is being a baby about losing. Strongest Dragon Master, and her ace is a Meryl. But she can't accept defeat. I'm shaking my head right now. Once again, no face cam, gotta narrate. Imagine if I'd used that Miracle Seed on something. This assumes, of course, I'd have something to use it on. Oh yeah, we can sell the Max Revive. No reason not to. Don't care about this iron either. And we're good. You can get an encounter in the Dragon's Den too. Could be anything, maybe even a dragon. Imagine if we find a Kingdra in there. Even though we already have a strong water type, of course. Can't catch whatever this is. I think it might only be Magikarp in this water, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's another Porygon. We got a Porygon already. We're good. Since Claire, the Dragon Master, has allowed it, you may enter. Oops. I get to go into this sacred place just because the gym leader's being petty. I remember as kids, my brothers and I hated this music, but actually, I like it now. It's just a lot to take in, I guess. With this Game Boy sound quality. Oh, I'm gonna need Whirlpool. I didn't think about that. I should have checked before I came in here whether I can teach... That's our Dragon's Den encounter. I'm just gonna throw an Ultra Ball to try to preserve Sketch on it. I mean, okay, it's Gen 2. We can't even use a double battle to control what move it gets. But that's a funny thing to find in here, huh? I think it has to struggle now, yeah. I'm actually gonna... I might as well be smart about this. I'll switch to Pitcher and get a status condition on it. Maybe Paralysis, because it's already doing damage to itself. It's doing damage so slowly. I might as well poison it and speed things up. Okay. Breaking all those Ultra Balls I just bought. No big deal. We'll get our Smeargle. And then hopefully never never actually try to use it. Maybe we should just use Strength with Sailor. And then if it survived, it would know Strength. That might actually have been the better play. But I just didn't take this encounter seriously at all, did I? Oh my god. Are you good? Why won't you stay in the ball? You're a Smeargle. You're not that badass. I might have to buy more Ultra Balls at the start of the next episode. Hope I remember. It's probably going to be a little while before I record that one. Are you for real right now? Sorry if you can hear me just mashing the keyboard trying to catch this thing. Okay. Once it becomes an adult, it has a tendency to let its comrades plant footprints on its back. Okay. That's our Dragon's Den encounter. We'll fight what trainers there are. I don't know if there are any in Silver. There might not be. We'll check whether May can learn Whirlpool. Might as well check that now. There don't seem to be any trainers. What is the point of this errand, Claire? They can learn Whirlpool. We're good. Imagine if I had to go catch something right now. Never used Harden a single time. Imagine if I had to go catch something right now. I might have to for Waterfall when it comes to that. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We'll climb that waterfall when we come to it, I should say. Get to our repels in the least efficient way possible. Might as well move the max repels up there too. It's been a long episode. I'm a little tired, but we're almost at the end. Cross our first whirlpool in the whole run. We'll go to the Whirl Islands next time, I think. Might want to see about teaching Flash to something in that case too. Maybe Whimsy can learn Flash. Or Hope. Anyway, really not much here in this game. Even Crystal was a big improvement. But we got the Dragon Fang. And look who it is, Dr. Scott. Alright, I recognize your true power. I beat you in a battle and you don't recognize me. You're like, no, you actually suck. Prove to me that you're good. And then you send me to do this nothing task. And somehow that does it. Well, we'll never have to worry about Shucky disobeying now. We got the Dragon Breath TM. I doubt that we have anything that can learn that. At least in the active party. That line's always funny. It's Dragon Breath. No, it doesn't have anything to do with my breath. Anyway, she's still got an attitude. But I guess that's what got her that far with a not very strong team. She battles with a chip on her shoulder, that's for sure. Got the badge, the episode's done. We'll continue to enjoy that incredible Dragon's Den music when we return. It's gonna be a while before I record the next one, but it won't make any difference to you, I think, unless I've forgotten everything. For now, see you next time.